It's only had a 2-week break since West Ham. Has that refreshed the squad, do you think?
Well, I hope so. They've had 3 or 4 days off with their families. You know, we could have taken them away as a group, but I spoke to Fletch, and the general consensus was that they preferred to have had a couple of days away themselves with the family. You know, with school holidays and everything else, they were able to get away for a few days.
Got back on the training pitch and come back to a virtual hurricane today.
Yeah, but we've got the work done that we wanted to get done. That's the most important thing. And we actually started a little bit earlier this week because Bournemouth have switches that you know, they're quite defined really in the way they play. So you know, we've put those you know, little bits into the players' minds. We'll have hopefully a win-free day tomorrow, Dave. So we'll spend most probably a little bit more time on the pitches tomorrow.
Hesitate to use the word bogey team, but we've not got the best record against Bournemouth so far.
No, I had a fantastic record at the other clubs I'd been at, but here, for whatever reason, and we have played well against them, you know. And last year, I think we could have had a couple of penalties as well. I know we got one against us, which was outside the box, and should have had one that wasn't given. So, you know, hopefully this time it goes for us.
How are the players looking in terms of injuries? Any problems for the weekend?
No, they're okay. You know, there's there's 1 or 2 knocks and niggles that we'll take a view on tomorrow. But generally, they've, as you've said, having a couple of days off, they've come back looking ready to go and refreshed.
It's obviously important to pick up the momentum that we've had over these last 4 games, going into this sort of next little run of 4 games before the break.
Yeah, they're important games. I think the next 2 home games are going to be difficult games because they're games that most probably people will look at and think we should win, and they're always, you know, the dangerous games for you. Both Bournemouth and then Palace the week later, you know, they're both in positions where they still need the points desperately to stay in the Premiership, and you know, we've just got to make sure, you know, mentally and physically we're right for those games.
I mean, it does become a bit of a battle against those expectations now because we have done so well. As you say, the supporters will turn up thinking, oh well, Bournemouth 3 points.
Better being in this position, Dave, than the position we were a few years ago where we are fighting for our lives. You have to expect and understand that the supporters will want, and that's the way life is. You know, what we have to do is make sure that we go out there and we're just honest and work hard enough, and if it goes for us, brilliant. If it doesn't, then we dust ourselves down and get on to the next game.
We're on the brink of the first target of the season, the 40 points. How far do you think we can go over the remaining games after that?
Let's get to the 40 points first, Dave.
And then I have to buy you a drink.
And then you have to buy me that lovely bottle of whiskey you bought me for the last 2 years.